What is up, y'all? It is Saturday night. I hope y'all are having a wonderful weekend. Um, it has been a grueling work week as always, and I'm just very, very blessed to be bringing you another video on mental health. Um, I was gonna do this early Sunday morning, but since the temperatures have gotten cooler, um, I knew that it would be hard for me to get up when the temperature is in the 40s in the morning. So I'm just bringing it to you tonight. I hope y'all are having great weekends. I hope you get hidden rest and just very very um, blessed to be able to speak to you about the subject of mental health. So, without further ado, let's get her started. Today, I was texting with a friend this week about about um, about a topic that I'm about to speak to you about, and it is called neediness. Um, well, what does neediness have to do with mental health? Well, sometimes neediness can feel like neediness can sometimes feel like that you are reaching out. Um, Neediness can sometimes feel like when you're reaching out to somebody for help, it can sort of feel like neediness. Now, I don't know how it is for you all who are watching this video, but when whenever I reach out, no, I just feel that I am being needy. I'm being needy by saying, um, I need help. By reaching out to friends, um, saying that I need help. But I'm gonna get into that in a second. Um, Now I'm going. There are 5 ways to overcome feelings of need, overcome feelings of neediness, and the first one is to just breathe. Um, if the fear if fear is the problem of reaching out, not loneliness or desire for contact. No, um, you can um, escape by using what they call stress management skills. Um, you can do some things like running, which I did this morning. Um, Meditate, which I'm gonna do after I'm done speaking to my audience. Um, and Doing all these things using these stress management skills, no, um, that'll reduce the feeling of or um doing all those things along um, with your impulse to act out of neediness. Does it kind of make sense? You can escape the suffocating grasp of neediness by using stress management skills. Run, meditate, breathing. All of these reduce anxiety along with the impulse to act out of neediness. get connected. Um, make make sure you make clear requests. Um, Neediness is all about blindly reaching when you don't know what you are reaching for. Um, Connectedness is about effectively depending on others. And I just want to talk about the example that I said I was going to talk about connectedness. This week, I was texting with a friend, and I texted them, "Hey, I hope you're doing well." Um, and they texted me back saying, "Hey, I hope all is well with you. How are you doing?" And I texted them back, and by saying, I'm doing okay. I guess I'm doing okay. I guess. Um, now for a person who probably wasn't, who probably hears you but don't really like actively hear you. If somebody asks you, um, hey, how are you doing? And you say, I'm okay, I guess. They'll be like, good. That's good. That's good. But for some people who are like actively listening and actively reheating, they can notice something different in what you say or what you text. And those two little words at the end of I'm okay, I guess. Um, um, they notice something different, and they texted me back, um, asking me, "Oh, really? What is wrong? What's happening?" So I finally got back to them um, the next day, and I told them what was going on. Told them that I had been battling depression. Told them that I was battling depression for a for a while now, and and told them that the different things that I was feeling, different things that I was going through, and they asked, um, they told me, they supported me and told me that they were sorry that I was going through that, and they asked me how could I help, how could I help, and and to be honest with you, wasn't too sure. I wasn't too sure how to. I wasn't too sure how to answer that. I wasn't too sure how to answer that because um, I wasn't used to um, just reaching out and saying that I need help. But it took me a minute to figure out um, ways to help. And after thinking about it for a little while, I said, "Well, may you just may you just check on me from time to time and see how I'm doing. And they were like, sure, yeah, most definitely. And after they said they would do that, what came to my mind was this: I'm needy. I'm needy. I'm needy. That that was my I thinking. Hey, I'm needy. I'm being needy. Um, and so my anxiety began to set in, and I began to think to myself, what have I just done? My mind immediately told me, what have I just done? What have I just done? I'm thinking to myself, I just asked them to check on me periodically from time to time, and that made me feel so needy that to the point where I even had to ask them, um, did I sound needy? And they said, no, you don't sound needy at all. And after thinking about it for a little bit, maybe after I found these tips on um, overcome feelings of neediness, um, maybe the whole time what I wanted was what I just talked about, um, connectedness, connect, connectedness, and effectively depending on others. When I read this, then I understood what I was wanting, and that made me feel, and those feelings of neediness went way down to the bottom. So, um, so maybe I was looking for connection, um, effectively depending on others. So, yeah, practice practicing emotional mindness, um, rather than acting on what you think you need. Sit down and write about the feelings you're having. Are you afraid of being alone? What's it like to simply focus on that without trying to flee it by seeking contact? Instead of trying to get rid of that feeling, try to understand it. And only does that make it easier for you to recognize and express your needs more clearly. It teaches you how to tolerate them. Um, this is something that I think ties in with um, no, in some ways meditation, but no, not too sure about that. But um, practicing emotional mindfulness. This is something that this is something that I didn't know. I didn't know until I saw until I saw until I saw all this. Um, Simply focus on that without trying to flee it by seeking contact. Sit down and write about the feelings you are having. So sort of like, journal how you are feeling. Um, just try to understand why you are feeling that, and just try to understand why you're feeling needy. Just try to understand why you're having these feelings, And once you understand it, it makes it easier for you to recognize and express it. So, yeah. And it also teaches you how to tolerate them too, as well. Um, take stock of your taking stock of your relationships. Needy people often attract dates or friends who reinforce their neediness. People who crave connection just like everybody else, but seem to loathe to express the desire. If your fear is the phone will stop ringing if you don't call, ask yourself, am I the one who always seeks contact or reassurance? Am I okay with that? Um, the first line of this. Needy people often attract dates or friends who reinforce their neediness. And that kind of made me think about um, the past relationships that I've had. The past relationships that I had. Um, maybe the relationship with maybe the first relationship I had with my ex-girlfriend. Maybe that reinforced my neediness. Um, as far as friends, I really didn't have friends who reinforced my neediness because I had none. And but um, but when you're depressed, when you're depressed, you know, you're not. You don't want to. You don't want to. I don't think you're being needy when you're depressed. No, when you're depressed, you don't want to do anything. You don't want any relationships with nobody. You don't want to do anything. You don't want to see anything. Simple things are hard. Um, so, but taking stock of relationships. Um, Today, the relationships I have um, are mainly with people who are around my age. The relationships I have now are mainly with people in their 30s, 40s, and 50s. So, you know, so I've improved my relationships um, that don't make me feel as neat, that don't make me feel needy. And so it's important to have the right relationships that don't add to your neediness, and don't make you feel even more needy. Um, am I okay with that? The last thing I said, am I okay with that? Um, nah, I'm um, asking yourself, do I seek contact or reassurance? Um, that's a tough one. That's a tough one. That's a tough one to answer. Um, make room for your needs. When we hate or fear our needs, it only makes them more intense because we're tempted to hide or disguise them. That only makes them confusing for others, but harder to satisfy. How you express your needs for closeness, reassurance, contact, or love will change dramatically once you start taking them seriously. because you'll have a far better understanding of what they are and where they come from. How you express your needs for closeness, reassurance, contact, or love will change dramatically once you start taking them seriously. Um, these are things that I did not take seriously. Um, Believe it or not, there was a time where I really did not give a damn if I ever fell in love, and I didn't give a damn about closeness. I didn't give a damn about being reassured or contact. Then, then, as I started to get a little bit older, I began to understand how important they were. And then, when I couldn't find these things, um, I wouldn't say I became needy, but I would say I just became more depressed. Because these are some of the things I was thinking. These are some of the things I was seeking when um, I realized how important they were. And maybe these are some of the things that I was seeking when I was oppressed, but I couldn't find them. I don't think it made me needy, but it definitely made me oppressed because just reading this made me realize how important all of these things are. Um, these are things that I was seeking. I could not find them, or I was looking at the wrong places for them, and I became depressed when I couldn't find them. And there was a time where I actually stopped looking for them because I never believed that I would find them. And it's improved somewhat. I'm getting a lot more better at reaching out to people, let them know that I'm not okay. Um, but these are just some of the things that you can do to overcome the feelings of neediness. Um, so I am at the end of this video. Um, Thank you for watching. Um, Thank you to my followers. Thank you to the kind comments. Thank you for the kind comments, rather. Thank you to Brenda, Brenda Williams, and American Foundation of Suicide Prevention. Brenda, Tanya, and Kat. Thank you. Um, just thank you to my photographer, Larry Williams. Um, Thank you to my girlfriend, Crystal. Thank you all for supporting me. Um, Again, I don't do it perfectly. I don't do it perfectly, but um, as long as I'm making a difference, no, that's all that matters. That's all that matters. And I can see by the people who are commenting, it's making a difference. Thank you to my subscribers. Thank you to thank you for caring about my mental health, and thank you for watching these videos. Um, Thank you. May God bless you. If you ever felt like you wanted to quit or give up, Look up, get up, and don't ever give up. Thank you. May God bless you all and have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your weekend. Go Cowboys.